Good evening. My name is Michaela, and tonight's video is going to be on the Svadhisthana, or the Sacral Chakra. Now, I've been studying the chakras for several years now, and it's one of my passions, so I thought I'd do a little series about the chakras. A few months ago, I posted a video on the root chakra, also known as the Muladhara chakra. So, tonight's going to be the Svadhisthana, which is the second chakra. And over the next few weeks, I'm going to finish up with the chakra series, and after that, I have no idea what I'm going to do. So, let's go ahead and get started. I have not actually started the meditation yet for the Svadhisthana, but I'm going to do that within the next few days and get that up and get that to you. So, Svadhisthana means the seat of the soul, and is located an inch or two beneath the navel. Its color is bright orange and corresponds to the element of water. Wellness, abundance, pleasure, and joy are centered in this chakra. Here's the place where we begin to interact with others on an emotional level. A sense of wonder and enjoyment of life indicates a balanced sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is feminine and is connected to the moon and water, the emotions, and all that kind of good stuff. So, a balanced sacral chakra allows us to embrace our sexuality, creativity, and fantasies with gusto and childlike wonder. The functional archetype, according to Carl Jung, is the emperor or the empress, while the dysfunctional archetype is the martyr. The emperor or the empress embraces all that life has to offer with joy and eagerness. Everything is a source of infinite joy and fun. Life is magical and beautiful, and possibilities are endless. On the opposite end of the spectrum is the martyr archetype. Essentially, the martyr will sacrifice his or her own well-being and happiness for the sake of others. This can lead to a feeling of hopelessness in life, anger at yourself and others, and guilt when the martyr decides to follow his or her own dreams and stop sacrificing him or herself for the sake of others. If your sacral chakra is balanced, you will feel your emotions flow freely like water, have great self-confidence, and a healthy sex drive. You will be able to know and experience your true desires and be able to manifest the life you dream of. Very fun chakra. Signs of an imbalance in the sacral or Svadhisthana chakra include the signs of an overactive sacral chakra, because there are two different types of imbalances. You can be overactive or you can be underactive. So, signs of an overactive sacral chakra include mental, physical, and emotional tension. You might be overly emotional about things that happen in your life and have unhealthy emotional attachments to the people in your life. So you might start to place your feelings of self-worth or feelings of desirability, pleasure, and all those other kinds of things on the people in your life instead of on, doing what you love. Instead of doing what you love, you might do something someone else loves, and forgetting yourself. Now, it's good to do things with other people, things that they want to do and they like to do, but not at the expense of sacrificing who you are. And I'm trying not to get too preachy here. Okay. Signs of an underactive sacral chakra include a fear of pleasure and intimacy. You might deprive yourself of what makes you feel good, feel sluggish, not feel up to being creative in any way, a weak sex drive, chronic fatigue, and an all-around feeling of bleh are signs of an underactive sacral chakra. You might find it important to fit in with others, and being yourself can become very, very difficult. I just came out of this phase, so studying the sacral chakra was very, very good for me at this point, because I've just come out of a phase where I just didn't want to be creative, didn't really want to do anything. It was just kind of, I still feel that way sometimes. It's not fun. I don't like it. So, physical symptoms of an imbalance include aches and pains in the lower abdomen, irregular menstrual cycle, urinary, kidney, and bladder infections. Anything including basically that area. If you feel any kind of discomfort there, it's a pretty good sign something's going on with your sacral chakra. So, balancing the sacral chakra is fun. Because you get to do all the things that you love to do. You get to, go swing on swings, get to do anything and everything that you love to do that makes you feel like a kid again. The best way to begin balancing the sacral chakra is to reconnect with your playfulness. Find something that you loved to do as a kid and just start doing it again. Paint a picture, ride a bike, jump rope, go swing on the swing set at the park. My favorite, my personal favorite there. Anything that makes you feel joyful and childlike will strengthen and balance the sacral chakra. Chanting the word Vam is also a good way to balance the sacral chakra, as Vam is the mantra sound that corresponds to the Svadhisthana. Honoring and respecting your body is another important aspect connected to the sacral chakra. So, eating foods that make you feel good, just eating properly. I mean, I'm not saying, go out and eat a whole bag of Cheetos or anything. I'm saying find something that you really love to eat and something that makes you feel good and feel sexy, feel alive. That's the sacral chakra. That is what makes you happy. Anything that makes you happy and feel alive is something that will strengthen the sacral chakra. Take a long hot bath with some scented candles. Staying in touch with your emotions also is a huge part of the sacral chakra. Staying in touch, just letting them be, and then letting them go like water, because the element of water also represents the emotions. They come and they go. They're water, they're fluid. So sitting with your emotions, being in touch with your emotions, that's a very good way to stay in touch with your sacral chakra and to strengthen it. So if you're not feeling particularly good on a certain day, just let yourself feel not particularly good. Let yourself feel sad, and don't try to overanalyze it like I do. I overanalyze everything and I'm like, why do I feel this way? And that's all well and good, but not at the expense of actually allowing yourself to feel that way. Don't try to overanalyze it. Don't try to control it. Just let it be. One of my favorite spiritual leaders is Teal Swan, and one of the things she espouses is just sitting with your emotions and allowing them to be, and just this exercise of sitting and noticing how that emotion feels to you physically. And I think that's a very beautiful and very for this chakra, strengthening. Just allowing it to be, not trying to control it, just noticing it. I'm sad, or I'm happy, or I'm angry at this point and I just want to kill everything. That's okay. Well, not the killing everything part. I'm just talking here. Not the killing everything part. Don't listen to me. Anyway, but yeah, just allowing your emotions to be. They will change in time, and just allowing them to be, because that is part of being a person, part of being human. Just feeling your emotions and letting them go. Another good technique for balancing the sacral chakra is Ida Nadi breathing, which is left nostril breathing. To do this, you take the first two fingers of your right hand and you place it on your right nostril, and then you breathe in for 8 to 10 breaths through the left nostril. Now, this pranayama helps to bring lunar energy into the body, and that also has to do, I should do a video probably on the elements and on the sun and the moon and all that represents, because lunar energy is considered to be a feminine energy. It's also considered to be very intuitive and very gentle, and it's very passive, so it fits very well with this chakra. Some crystals and stones that help to strengthen the Svadhisthana are amber, carnelian, hematite, and calcite orange. Meditating on the sacral chakra, and on the color orange in particular, will help to balance this chakra as well. Some yoga poses to help balance the Svadhisthana include Anahata Kriya, and I'm going to have to move the camera. I wanted to do that. I wanted to show you the yoga poses, and I think I will here in a second, but I think I'm going to finish the video and then go back and kind of paste it in. So the yoga poses to help balance the Svadhisthana include the Anahata Kriya, Baddha Konasana. Anahata Kriya is a heart opening also, and It's very sexy and fluid and beautiful. It's nice. It feels nice on the body and really freeing and very sexy, beautiful. So Baddha Konasana is another good pose to balance and align the sacral chakra. And Baddha Konasana is the butterfly pose, or seated forward fold is how I learned the translation, but I like butterfly pose better because it's prettier. And Bhujangasana, which is cobra pose, which is also a lot of fun. So we'll go into those here in a minute, and I think that's actually all of the notes that I have. So those are some ways to balance the sacral chakra and notice some of the imbalances, and yeah. So that's the video for this evening, or at least part of it anyway. We'll do the yoga poses here in a minute. So yeah, that's the talking portion, and so now I'm going to show you some of the yoga poses, and I hope you enjoyed this next part, and I hope you enjoyed the video. So I'll be right back.